Hey, well, good evening, and I hope that you've had a good day today. I know for me, it started to get really cool and windy, so I had a good chance to go for a walk with my wife. But I hope that you were able to get out and get some exercise, and hopefully you also ate well tonight. Tonight we're going to be continuing on our Station to Station with Gary Jansen's book, Station to Station. That's the name of his book. Tonight we look at the 12th station. Jesus speaks to his mother and the disciple. Tonight's text is in the Gospel of John, John 19, and we're going to look at 25 to 27. Let me read it. Meanwhile, standing near the cross of Jesus were his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing beside her, that would have been John, he said to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Here is your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her into his own home. A son suffering before his mother, a man dying before his friend's eyes. Although the focus of the station is on Jesus, we can turn for a moment to look at Mary and Mary Magdalene. Here, the two most important women in his life are at the foot of the cross, holding vigil. Along with them is this beloved disciple, whom tradition holds to be John. They are the only three of Jesus' companions who are left, and all the others have fled. This Holy Trinity keeps watch over the man they all love. These are Jesus' last moments. His work is just about to be complete, but he needs to bind a relationship here on earth so that it is forever bound in heaven. Jesus places his attention on family, on relationship. Again, he's thinking not about himself, but about taking care of his family. In this first century Palestine, and many cultures even to this day, a son must take care of his mother after his father has died. We don't know how long Jesus' father's Joseph had been gone, but we can imagine that Jesus was providing for Mary after his father's passing. As each breath Jesus takes leads him closer to death, he knows his mother will become vulnerable. He wants to protect his mother, and so unites her with one of his best friends, so that John and Mary can become a new family on earth. Jesus, even as he is dying, is embodying the fourth commandment to honor his mother, Mary, and his father, God. Jesus' actions reveal his deep commitment to others. His final act of mercy is directed towards his mother, to protect her, to care for her, to provide for her in his absence. If this is Jesus' wish, then it is our obligation not only to offer this kind of love to our families, but also to uphold Mary, the Blessed Mother, in our lives as well. So imagine that you are this Blessed Mother. You remember the day your son was born, the pain you experienced in childbirth, your baby's first cry, and now you are present at your son's near his final cries of life. What are your experiences as you look upon your son while he hangs in tatters on the cross? Now in the present, how can you make a daily change to honor and hold your family? I think it's an interesting juxtaposition to where we are right now, because for so many of us, we are in self-isolation with our family. But I am reminded of, in some cases, we aren't with our family. We just found out that even after we go from level 4 to level 3, most likely our borders are going to change for travel outside of the country. So if anything did happen to my mom or my dad or family or whatever, there's a good chance we're not going to be able to get to them. So this is where I have to trust and honor and believe that my sister and brother will be able to take care of my mom and my dad. It's actually more my sister because my brother lives in America. But these are these moments where we need to draw close to family. But interesting, sometimes we don't have family. As we were walking just the other day, we're close to Christina, one of the people from our church. And when we walk, we come by and we say hi. And the other night when we made our roasted lamb, we decided to bring some over to share with her. She expressed that she doesn't have any more family and that this is it. So then we said, well, let us be your family for right now during this lockdown. So we get to go over and, bring her food, and she brought over some curry chicken, and that's just what we do as a church, as we look out for one another. We become this family, and we're open, and we're honest, and we're transparent, and we're able to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's what Jesus did with his Mary and with John and family. Is just as he was about to give up his life, he was looking out for others. Now, thankfully, we're not giving up our lives, but there are people that are in dire straits. We have friends that are in India that are, in lockdown with 1 billion people. It's going to be very difficult to be in self-isolation. We know friends that are in America, and depending on the state that you're in, some are in self-isolation and some aren't. So there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of frustration. And we need to pull together and stay together as a family. So God bless you. I'm praying for you, family. I'm praying for you, extended family. And if you're new to South City C3 and you're just kind of joining in because of this stream, just consider you're part of the woodwork. So when you come back into church, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to enfold you into the life of South City C3, and I'm excited to see you again and continue to be praying for you. And we'll see you guys in the morning. God bless you. We love you. And amen.